Howdy, lieutenants and economists.
The most volatile, evil, disgusting things on the planet, humans. If you have a video request, you can always go to assholeconsulting.com.
Yeah, I am gonna charge you, kids. And that is the importance of not fucking up.
You are such an asshole!
assholeconsulting.com. This will be the last video of the day. And I still got a shit ton more. I want to start off by saying I've been a big fan of yours since the beginning of my freshman year back in 2014. I believe you have given me outstanding advice to grow as a real human being. My mom and dad didn't exactly offer the greatest advice under the sun, but thankfully it gave me something I can look forward to and be informed daily. My problem is I probably suffer from the Dunning-Kruger effect, where I continuously feel that I'm socially inept and stupid and can't seem to connect with people. Growing up in white suburban town, I was always told that you have to root for your favorite sports team, listen to the mainstream media, and just do what everyone else is what everyone else is doing to feel safe. Yeah, it's Swipple. It's conformity. It is white bread boring. This didn't help because I had a stutter since I was old enough to talk. I was always fighting this battle in my head, and there's your problem. It's in your head. I don't do stuttering is up there with ADHD and the Asperger's in my way. I'm just done dealing with it. Sure, some people might actually have it, but just stop it. Just stop it. I know no one's ever told. Oh God, no. We don't do that here. There was the John Wayne movie where this kid had a stutter and John Wayne just beat it out of him, which he'd probably go to jail for now. Try that. What else have you got to lose? I was always fighting this battle in my head and constantly hearing complaints from my parents that I'm a weak loser and I'll never be able to speak correctly. Okay, well that didn't help either. Fucking hell. This greatly diminished my self-esteem. Up until 8th grade, I was constantly picked on and cried and whined about how I'm never going to go to change and will forever be stuck in this pathetic life cycle. All that ended when I read your books, Curse of the High IQ and Bachelor Pad Economics, my sophomore year, and that's why. Are you a sophomore in college or are you a sophomore in high school? I don't know how old you are. I thought you were in college, or maybe you're in high school. My sophomore year, and that's why I learned the value of self-improvement, how to stop acting like a pussy. There we go. John Wayne comes to the fucking rescue again. And do something for myself that will better me in the future. I started to box. I started to work out. Fucking hell. This week is like all you losers becoming winners. This is great. Fucking all right. I even found my passion for the information security field, which I plan to pursue after graduation. For the record, my parents are immigrants from the former Soviet Union, so they, of course, want me to follow the college cycle of the boring 4 years of sitting in a classroom, wasting away my valuable time and money. Look at this. Saving lives left and right here at assholeconsulting.com. I'm not planning to do that, nor did I even plan on it. I immediately enrolled in a local community college to take my certifications and general ed classes there and possibly transfer. There's one improvement you may want to look at, and that is DSST or CLEP classes. But I think if you're already in there, maybe it's too late for you. But look into that option. Or ASU or Western Governors University. Although I guess it's got to be pretty cheap if you're going to a local community college. And there possibly transfer, but I'm still unsure if I even want to go to college or just go straight to work. You can do both. Look, college is always going to be there. It's always going to be there. And in the IT world, your certification tests are always going to be there. I don't know. I wish more people would just like take an off year or a gap year and just go work. Or you go to school part-time. Look, at least when you work, you get money and you get experience, right? And cross my fingers, I'm starting to realize, we're starting to see some sprouts of hope that the labor market and employers are starting to realize your degree don't mean jack shit, and now they're putting a little bit more emphasis on skills. And matter of fact, I don't think the HR ditzes might be going away too. There's hope. But college is something that there is no guaranteed rate of return unless you're going to a very specialized and in-demand field. So if you think you got to work or you want to go do that, get a little bit of experience, work on your portfolio, absolutely continue going to school part-time or at least be self-educating yourself in a new skill or go to a boot camp or whatever. But nothing says you have to go to college. Or just go straight into work. I think, you know what? You're going to do both no matter what, okay? You're either going full-time school and part-time work or full-time work and part-time school. You do have to get some kind of skill or trade. Now, if that's a 2-year certification in IT, that's not going to hurt you. Again, then you can reassess where you are there. What skills do I want? What subfields of IT interest me the most? What's paying me the most right now? What has the quickest route to certification? But yeah, you're not going to just work or just go to school. You got to do a little bit of both. And part-time school and part-time work, nothing wrong with it. There's no rush. Hell, the boxing alone, some of that stuff I think would help your soul a lot more. I would certainly not abandon that either. Just a nice balance of everything. Going back to the IQ portion, my parents put me to a psychologist because sent you to a psychologist because I didn't want to attend school events or because I was quote-unquote misbehaving because I wasn't like all the other kids. I asked for an IQ test. I scored a 130 on the test and didn't really understand much about IQ at that point, so I kind of just forgot about it. I never did do well in school, so I don't understand how my IQ could have been high, so I always got C grade. Because school is for stupid people. I shouldn't say it's for stupid people. It's for average people. It's for conformists. It's for obedient people. The kids who do best in school probably don't do too well in the real world. I mean, they don't do bad, but they obey. School is about obedience, and then stupid false gods like throwing a football very far or wearing the right shoes, and just genuinely stupid, psychotic, petty bullshit. But once school goes away, your IQ will help you in certainly in some more regards. So, but that's why school is not. School will test obedience, not excellence. School tests conformity. Everyone's got a 4.0. They just study really, really hard. So now some of them are actual geniuses as well. But I guarantee you, let's put it this way, there are more geniuses who don't have 4.0s than there are geniuses with 4.0s. The real geniuses like this is fucking bullshit and the brain shut down. So some geniuses have the ability to do the corporate bullshit, which I always envied, but you're not one of them. Your brain just won't take it. And did the bare minimum because I had other hobbies like exercise and writing code. There you go. I like to also add that I have a girl problem, which I'm sure a lot of other men do, but I just can't seem to find a girlfriend that can. No, dude, you've turned the corner and you're making great strides. But you show me your picture here. You got a ways to go, and I don't know how old you are. I don't know if you're a sophomore in high. I think you're a sophomore. Well, if you're going to college, you are a sophomore in college. All right. Fuck girls. Don't. They're not an issue right now, all right? Oh, sure, you'd like to have... One walks in front of you, gives you a wink, okay, ask her out. But you are not... You got other shit. You got to get your own life together. You got to get your career. Keep working out, keep boxing. Girl happens to come along fine. But right now, you are not interrupting your progress. You're not interrupting your career. You keep teaching yourself code. You keep going to college. You keep working. This doesn't mean you don't go on, have fun. Maybe, again, join the ballroom dance club. Talk to some girls there. Don't worry about girls. Don't worry. Watch the video before this one, where the guy's trying to find a wife in Dallas. And if you go purposely looking for girls, you're not improving yourself or developing yourself into something that girls are going to be attracted to. You're a chameleon. You're always taking on the color of the girl you're trying to chase, which every guy does poorly. And then you're wondering, like, why does the guy who rides in with his tattoos and his motorcycles and just says, fuck you, bitch, I'm going to go right off into the sunset. Like, oh, John, don't leave. Because John actually has become something. You may not like John, you may not like motorcycles, you may not like tattoos, but John has become something unique. If you throw yourself at women, you're no different than all those soldiers at Omaha Beach that threw themselves up against, German MG-42 machine gun fire. Indistinguishable. All right? You have got to differentiate yourself and go a different route. And the best way to get girls is to not chase them. Best way to get girls is go do your own fucking shit. All right? Become an interesting man. Gonna take some time. Gonna take some fucking time. Again, a girl throws herself at you, don't reject it, of course. An opportunity comes along, don't reject it. You got more important time than to be fucking sitting there on Tinder and all, what do I got? This going on, I got that going. Hey, baby, those are nice green eyes. Would you like to get green lucky with me? Yeah, every guy's got girl problems. Does that make... Wait, I'm not sure. But I just can't seem to find a girlfriend that I can bond with. Does that make me a bitch boy because I want to have someone that is interesting and attractive, or am I being too picky? No, it doesn't make you... Who doesn't want someone that's interesting and attractive? That's normal. Are you being too picky? Sadly, in today's America, yes. But especially at your age and with your IQ, it's not even necessarily about being picky. 130, 2 standard deviations, what is it, 2%, 3%? Only 3% of the population have your IQ. And women's Bell distribution curve is much tighter. Well, you read this in the book, so you know. So there's... I forgot. I'd have to look at the numbers again. But at 130, I think there's 2 guys with an IQ of 130 for every girl with an IQ of 130. It's a multiple. It's a sausage fest, and it's going to suck. But you're not being too picky. There's just not that many girls going around. And look, you're going to waste so much time trying to find this. You're not even 20 yet, are you? You're not even 20. You're certainly not 25. You got that. Don't worry about this shit. You do not have time for it. I couldn't get along with any of the girls in my high school because the majority of high school I was a skinny fat loser who constantly blamed society for my problems. Right, okay, so you knew that, you solved that problem. Now you've improved, all right? You've eliminated that. But now I've been getting some attention from them because of my body. I can't seem to find a reason to like them. They're just simply uninteresting. Get used to that. Get used to it. I'll explain it again. Your IQ, a normal girl with an IQ of 100, normal, statistical normal. That is like someone dealing with somebody, like a normal person dealing with somebody with an IQ of 70, a genuine mental retard. All right? Do you think an average person at the sports bar and the dude bro with his hat on is going to go date a girl with Down syndrome? Do you understand what a gap that is? So it shouldn't be a shock to you that you have the exact same intellectual gap, and oh, shock of shocks, you're not attracted or find intellectually interesting women that are mathematically equal to some girl with a Down syndrome for you. I mean, put that... Again, why you don't have time... Look, you were born with this IQ. Too bad. It's a blessing and a curse. And you can piss away a shit ton of time trying to chase cute but mental equivalents of girls with Down syndrome, which is going to be painful. Or you can focus on yourself and study, and all of a sudden you're at a coding boot camp, or you're working on some, help the kids code during the summer. You go work with kids at high school or whatever. And then there's a cute girl with glasses, and she's helping the kids code. And then everything slows down as your eyes meet across, and then love songs play in the background, and butterflies fly away. And then you're like, do you know how to program C#? And she's like, I know, but I know Python. And then you guys can have a Python C# off. It'll be very nerdy. But you're just not going to find it. It's numbers. It's numbers. This has nothing to do with dating. Now, you did the right thing. You eliminated a weakness, a huge flaw in your character. And that is you were a fucking whiny pussy, right? So now at least that is resolved, and now when a good-looking nerdy girl comes along, she'll probably want to date you because you're not this pathetic loser, all right? But again, it's so rare. Don't waste your time with the normies. Do not waste your time with the normies. I can't seem to take it anymore. Am I smart? Am I stupid? No, you're smart. You just took an IQ test, dude. You know you're smart. Do people not like me because I have a stutter, because I'm indifferent? Well, your stutter is going to throw people off if you still have that. If you still have that, you got to get rid of that. You only sent me one picture. I don't know. Oh, you sent me some zip file I couldn't unzip. You got a ways to go on your physique. I don't know what your fashion is like. And I'd say most of this is because you are... If you have a stutter, yeah, that's got to end. It's got to end. I don't care how. It's got to end. You figure it out. You're not stupid, and I'd say about 80% of your problem is that you got an IQ of 130 and you live in a normie world. And especially your age group, you're not dealing with mature. You're dealing with mental nutcases. Girls who girls and boys who are legally adults, have no adult supervision, and are they themselves children. They're basically 8-year-olds with credit cards, driver's licenses, and some of them the legal right to drink whiskey. does not sound good. So, yeah, I'd focus on your own. I'm struggling between just dropping out of society and not even trying anymore. Okay, well then kill yourself. That's that's not an option. You're in society, all right. Nobody. You don't control what year you were born in. This is it. These are the cards you were dealt, and you get to play them. All right. Start playing your cards. This is the society you're born in. There's no, I'll take a sleep chamber and wake up in 2057 when all the technology is great. No. You're here and now. You play in this game. You play on this field. You don't drop out of society. Because what? That's going to be... Look, all you got to do is find fellow nerds. Go play Dungeons and Dragons. I play Dungeons and Dragons like once a month every Friday. Because I enjoy it. Because I get my nerd on. Those are my people. A lot of people, you play Dungeons? Like, fuck yes. What are you going to do? Go fucking watch a game with some other man's jersey on? I got news for you, pal. My game's way more fucking fun than you. I'll have another Coors Light. It's on tap and it's happy hour. Like, if your fucking life is happy hour and you're giving me shit for playing D&D, dude, you just gotta find your people. That's it. Like, and I'd recommend going and find, there's like nerd conventions, right? You know, because there's like groups in town, meetup groups, they play Dungeons and Dragons. That's a great way to meet some fellow nerds. It's great. But yeah, you're not dropping out of society. You just got to find your people in society, which is 130 and up. I'd even maybe recommend taking a look at Mensa, although I've not heard anything good about Mensa. Nothing at all. It's just like everyone brags about their IQ. And I'm like, I just want to find some smart people to talk to. And not even trying anymore, pushing through like I have for the past decade of my life. I feel like I've come off as a smart ass, so please let me know. You're just a young kid. You don't know what you're doing. Also, if you could give me your honest rating on my physical condition. You need to work out more. If that first picture of you that you blanked out of your face, you need to work out more. But that's normal. You're still growing. Understand, I'll reiterate it again because this is going to determine pretty much 80% of your concern of your email. In having an IQ of 130, you're in the top 2 or 3, maybe 4%. Okay? So at best, 1 in 25 of the people in this country have an IQ, or the world, have an IQ similar to yours. That's your area. And maybe you could say, maybe you could get along with 10% of the population, plus or minus some percentages. All right? Unfortunately, the vast majority, 90% of the people, you're just not going to be able to get along with. I shouldn't say that. You can certainly get along with them and function with them, but you're not going to form bonding relationships with these people. All right? So while you're young, and this is just part of growing up, you got to go out and find your tribe, your clan, your group of nerds. All right? I like I said, I go and I play D&D. I go hang out with economists, philosophers, financiers, and other equal weirdos all over the country. And it's rare that we ever have two in the same spot. Very rare. So don't think there's what you can do, what's under your control, and you're already taking care of that. You're working out, you're going to work on your studying and that. But then also realize there's a huge other component that's not in your control. And so you got to make some decisions as to who you hang out with, where you go, to find this group of people or a high concentration of percentage or a densely populated percentage of people that you're going to get along with. So this will start like in college. If you're in IT, those are probably your people. Find out what they're doing. Recommend, hey, let's go get some beers later on, assuming you're 21. Or you're like, hey, I'm going to get a volleyball tournament going on. We'll form the IT league and we'll take on all the other college groups. We'll take on the cheerleaders. We'll take on the welders and the trade school guys, and we'll take on the travel and hospitality pigs. I mean, women in travel and hospitality. Look it up. There's a joke there. So, anyway, all right. I hope that helps out. You're on the right path. You've made that turn. You're doing everything on your own. You're doing the boxing, improving your physique. You're trying to get rid of your stutter. It's all good. It's all good. But it's not going to solve everything because a lot of problems are outside of your control. One of the key statistical ones being is the statistical reality of you having an IQ of 130. So read Curse of the High IQ again. It's all there, like How to Find Friends and Socializing. Read through that and realize the book is talking about you. All right? It's not like, oh, I got an IQ of 130. This book is a good theoretical book. Oh, I got an IQ of 130. This book is fucking about me and for me. Alright, hope that helps. We'll see you guys later. Toodles.